It makes perfect sense that the most famous band of all time has their very own dedicated parody band. A band so dedicated that they went from being fictional to going on real tours to even starring in a mockumentary based on the Beatles. But who are these people? Well, they're called the Rutles. They're made up of Dirk McQuickley, Ron Nasty, Barry Wome, Stig O'Hara, and we cannot forget the forgotten fifth Rutle. So, how did the Prefab Four get their start? And will they go down in history alongside the Beatles? Well, let's find out in this episode of My Homework Assignment.
Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand and I see you home.
Speaking of homes, the Rutles got their start on the Rutland Weekend television show featured on the BBC. The show was created by one of the people who will go on to portray one of the Rutles, Eric Idle, and a producer called Ian Keel. The show was a sketch comedy act that had dramatic sketches, surreal sketches, and musical numbers. The most famous bit from this show was the musical number, The Rutles. As you probably figured out, the Rutles primarily performed Beatles parodies or style partitions written by one of the other actors, Neil Hines. His entire job was to write the songs and can be quoted saying this.
He said, "Do you reckon you can write 20 more Rutles songs by next Thursday lunchtime?" And I went, "I'll try." You know.
Nervous laughter indeed. It happened so fast. After the show premiered and ended up in America and all around England, Rutlemania hit and hard. In England, it started around 1963, and in America, it hit in 1964. As this joke as a band becomes a national icon in both England and America, the Rutles keep traveling worldwide, performing some of their classics like these.
I'm not the kind of guy who likes to play Big Brother. You're my number one. You're my second to none. You are selling out.
This band was so adored by the American public that the Americans even funded their documentary, All You Need Is Cash, The Rutles. Which really goes to show, with enough nonsense, America will give you money for anything. I'm looking at you, Shaq Fu. After getting funding, the blessing of John Lennon, and the guidance of George Harrison, Eric Idle begins to create this mockumentary of the highs and lows of the Beatles, but through the eyes of the Rutles. This experimentation in the style and creation of documentaries is how the Rutles will be remembered. This making fun of historical figures has inspired movies like A Mighty Wind, which is a satire of the American folk revival of the 60s, and inspired a series like Documentary Now, which pokes fun at people's weird obsessions with the genre. While the Rutles' music will only be remembered by people like Weird Al, Paul Simon, and, well, the remaining Beatles, the heart of making fun of glorified celebrities in feature-length films will remain, long after they're gone. Neil Hines said in an interview,
So I started writing from memory of where I was when certain songs came out.
to describe his method to writing the Rutles songs. I thought it would be very fitting to end this video with a parody of what was going through my head when I first sat down to research the legendary Rutles. I hope you enjoy this song entitled 1 a.m.
1 a.m. That is when I started my mayhem. No way this will ever be a gem, 'cause 'cause I started at 1 a.m. Weird Alfred is the person that I want to spread, but the Rutles are found in your head, or it might just be hold my hand. Who in their right mind said that this was a good stem? We know plants are lame, meet my brain at 1 a.m. 6 more days, then I can get free candy. What should I dress as? Oh, I'll be a tree. My rampant thoughts at 1 a.m.